This is question number 4 on page 442, and it says, graph each function using technology and identify any asymptotes and intercepts. So looking at A, so I've graphed A here in red, we have 2x plus 1 over x minus 4. So the first thing we're going to look at is the denominator, x minus 4, and that gives us our vertical asymptote at positive 4. Okay, you can see right there. When we take a look at the horizontal asymptote, again, we can look at our endpoint behavior. So as x gets large, we can see that plus 1 minus 4 become insignificant, so we get a ratio of 2 to 1. So we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 2. We could also do long division, and we can find out our vertical shift to get that position of the original horizontal asymptote at 0 gets shifted up to plus 2. So those are our asymptotes. We can look at the intercepts. We can plug in x is 0. Our y-intercept is going to, in this case, be negative 1/4. And then solving for the numerator equaling 0, we're going to get negative 1/2. So the negative 1/2 is right there. That's our x-intercept, and negative 1/4. I need to zoom in a little bit. You can see that at negative 1/4, that is our y-intercept. So these are not in the transformed form or the transformation form where we see the vertical shift, but we can get that same information, the horizontal asymptote, using our endpoint behavior. So for B in blue, for question B in blue, we can see that we have 3x minus 2 over x plus 1. So again, the first thing we look at is our denominator. Our denominator gives us our vertical asymptote. Our endpoint behavior, 3x over x, gives us the horizontal asymptote at positive 3. We have plug in x is 0, negative 2 over positive 1, or negative 2 works out to be our y-intercept. And then the numerator, the solution to the numerator, gives us our x-intercept at positive 2/3. For C in green, we can see that our vertical asymptote is going to be at negative 2. Our horizontal asymptote, because of that negative 4x over x, our horizontal asymptote is at negative 4. We plug in our zeros, we get a y-intercept of positive 1.5. And when we solve for the numerator, we end up with positive 3 over 4 as the x-intercept. So the numerator, the 0 for the numerator gives us the 0 for the function. And then lastly, for D in purple, the vertical asymptote is going to be at positive 5. So we have our vertical asymptote at positive 5 here. We have our horizontal asymptote. Now be careful, because we have to look at the ratio of the x terms. The endpoint behavior gives us a horizontal asymptote at negative 6. When we substitute 0 into our function to get the y-intercept, we get 2/5. 2 over negative 5, so negative 2/5 is our y-intercept. And then solving for the 0 of the numerator, we end up with 1/3, positive 1/3. I have to zoom in a little bit, but positive 1/3 represents the x-intercept.